Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of the Acoustic Lounge. My name is Cooke. I got my tripod, I got my camera bag, I'm ready to rock and roll. Today's artist on the lounge is Zane Wood. Now, Zane is an amazing singer, songwriter, bass player. The guy does it all. And we're going to go over to his house and we're going to listen to some original songs. We're going to talk about, if I had to guess, we'll probably talk about a little bit of spirituality, maybe even some quantum physics. So it's going to be a fun episode, and I know you're going to love Zane. So sit back and relax, and we're going to go and listen to some great songs.
This is for those of you who have ever been on the road. The nights are cold and lonely, driving on the road. I crave to have you here to help me share the load. Your picture I embrace beside me every night. And when I'm back with you, I'm gonna treat you right. 'Cause I'm missing you, really missing you. There's nothing I can do now, but when I get back home, I'm gonna love you, love you, love you. I'm gonna show you how to do. I'm gonna love you, love you, love you. And I'm really missing you. Ain't like you being here. I like the perfume of you when I hold you near. It's killing me that I would have to be away, but thinking of you, and every day I pray. I thank the powers for the day that you were born, for giving me this chance that I've been longing for. I'll show this woman just how much a man can love. When I get back home, when I get back home, I'm gonna love you, love you, love you. I'm gonna show you that I do. I'm gonna love you, love you, love you. I'm gonna love you, love you, love you. I'm gonna show you that I do. I'm gonna love you, love you, love you.
Hey, Zane, I just want to thank you for taking the time to do the Acoustic Lounge today, man.
Thank you, Chris. I was happy to do it.
You have such a colorful past as a musician, and I met you back in 2003 when I first moved to the Antelope Valley.
Right.
More specifically, Lancaster. Mm-hmm. You're from this area. So I'd like to know a little bit about, let's kind of do an overview of kind of the early days of playing music in the Antelope Valley.
All right. There was a kind of a thriving music thing going on here in the valley, even though there was only like 15,000 people in Lancaster at that time, and Palmdale was even smaller. Antelope Valley High School was around. It was the first high school, and we had a lot of the local bands around here. Captain Beefheart and his Magic Band came from here. Frank Zappa came from this area, and I knew the guys. They were a little older than me, but I had a band down here, and it was Bill Harkleroad, who went with Zappa and Beefheart, and Mark Boston, Zoot Rollo, or I don't know, they changed their names to some crazy thing. But yeah, there was a lot of battles of the bands here at the Antelope Valley Fair, which was in the other part of town than it is now. And so it was pretty interesting. There was a lot of stuff around here.
Now we get to the part where you're on the road. This is where things really started to happen for you. So I want to talk a little bit, especially about the Mike Curb congregation. But do you want to talk about how that gig came about and what led up to it?
I had joined a group called down in Los Angeles called Holy Smoke, and auditioned with them and sang War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. You know, I did that, and I did, and they laughed, and they thought it was great, and they hired me. So we went through the local 47 newspaper looking for an agent that we might recognize, you know, have some kind of connection with, because we were all musicians in the union, local 47. And we found a name, called it, and after about 3 or 4 different phone calls, we called one number, operator, come on, number's been changed, number's been changed, number's been changed, about 3 times. Finally, a guy answered, and we told him who we were, and he was mad because it was a private residence. And that man turned out to be my boss, Kevin Carlisle, who just happened to be looking for a band. And so we went down and did the audition, and there you go. They hired us, all of us.
Wow. That's, you're lucky you kept making the phone calls.
Yeah.
I guess persistency does pay off.
Yeah, persistency, lunacy, and, need.
Okay. And how did that lead to the Mike Curb congregation?
Well, that was the Mike Curb congregation rehearsals and auditions that we went to.
Okay.
And so they had probably 100 people were there, dancers, singers. We were the only musical group there, so they hired us. Okay, this next song is a song that I used to do when I was a volunteer chaplain in the Lancaster prison over here, level 4. And the guys would always request this original song. They said, Zane, do that original song. So this is the one that they love to hear. When I look in the mirror, I don't have a clue what I do, and I don't really know who I am. All my life I've been searching, become what I thought I was. All along I was strong, I was wrong. I'm an act, I'm a fake, I'm a thief, I'm a taker. I've had all I can take of myself. Let me vent for a while. Pity party is my style. Jesus help me to become what you want me to be. I've lost friends and some wives in a quest to be close, to be loved. I've left all that I had for some fame. Then God changed my life when He taught me that Jesus was King. And I knew I had purpose. I'm a clown in His circus. I'm an act, I'm a fake, I'm a thief, I'm a taker. I've had all I can take of myself. Let me vent for a while. Pity party is my style. Jesus help me to become what you want me to be. Thought I had it all together, and Lord showed me better. Oh, I'm an act, I'm a fake, I'm a thief, I'm a take, I'm a hoe. I can take of myself. Let me vent for a while. Pity party is my style. Jesus, help me to become who you want me to be.
The songwriting process.
Okay.
Talk to me about when you're writing a song. How does that come about? What's your views on it, and how do you put it all together?
Usually I'll come up with a chord progression or something on the guitar that I like, a little section, and then I'll think of a melody, and then I put the words to it.
Okay, so
Well,
pretty,
you know,
pretty straight ahead.
yeah, and then you record it, write it down. You have to do something to remember it.
Right.
You either got to write it down, write it out, or record it for later posterity. Now, back in the day, you know, I used to have Bob Summers, who was Les Paul's brother-in-law and the music director for the congregation, used to send me over songs, tracks that he'd done, and he would have me write lyrics to them and a melody. So I'm kind of good with melodies and melodic things.
You and I have discussed over the years, spirituality, quantum physics, things of that nature. How do you think that applies to the songwriting process?
It is. It seems to me that you take what's already there and you try to pull it into a qualitative sound and rhythm, because everything is rhythm, sound, vibration, and sound is vibration. Voices are vibrations, and just sort of scientifically speaking, it's universal. Music is universal because life is universal, and music is life as far as I'm concerned. I had Las Vegas in mind when I wrote this one. Every time I see your face, feel the warmth of your embrace, I just know that heaven sent you. Don't you know that you were made for me in eternity? And I know that you love me, and your love has set me free from the troubles I once had. You make me feel so very glad indeed. Never gonna leave. I never knew the kind of love I had in store for me. I never knew till you wrapped your loving arms around me. I never knew how sweet the simple life could be. Just you and me forever. Till I'm never satisfied, trying things I've never tried. You are like a candy store, you taste so good. Come back for more and more. Whoa, 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 whoa. I never You are like a candy store, you taste so good. Come back for more and more. Whoa, 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 whoa. Classic fade out. This is for those of you that have ever been with someone you don't like. The dating scene is like a bad dream. I just can't wake up. Searching for my soulmate to fill up my loving cup. Well, I admit I'm not a great catch and prone to being picky. I can't stick it out when things got getting sticky. I'd rather be alone than with someone I don't like. I'd rather kiss a wild cat than someone not my type. I hold up till I'm desperate. My love life isn't right, but I'd rather be alone than with someone I don't like. Well, there's been times I have learned into the trap. I take them home and took them in. I've had it now with that. From now on, I'm a loner, unless the feeling's right. You know I'd rather be alone than with someone that I don't like. I'd rather be alone than with someone I don't like. I'd rather kiss a wild cat than someone that's my type. I hold up till I'm desperate. My love life is a fright, but I'd rather be alone than with someone I don't like. Well, look and searching, sleeping around has never been my style. I might give in, but only for a while. I'd rather be alone than with someone I don't like. I'd rather kiss a wildcat than someone I don't like. I hold up till I'm desperate.